Hello everybody, Dan Dannenmueller here at the Garmin booth at ICAST 2015. I want to talk a little bit about Garmin and talk about all the capabilities that are on the new Garmin units for all of our crappie fishermen out there and anyone that fishes, but especially you crappie guys. I want to talk a little bit about the things that will be pertinent to us as far as using Garmin Electronics in 2015 and 2016. What we have here are 19-inch units that are out right now. Just want to use these for showing you some of the capabilities on these new units. You can buy a unit all the way from 7-inch up to 19-inch depending on your price point and depending on what capabilities you want, but you can get all of these things even down to 7-inch, so therefore it'll fit your budget. Some of the things I want to talk about is what the things I use so that you'll know that are on these units that you can relate to. And some of the things are, number one is looking at things on a sonar basis and look at things like down view, side view, and something that you have not heard about yet, Panoptix and the capabilities there. Well, first of all, let's look at down view with this unit, and you can see how detailed the down view is. This is 3D, guys, 3D. So what you're seeing on here is trees in this case, and all of these are fish in these trees. And by the way, as you can see in this unit right here will allow you to pinpoint. So if you put your finger on the screen, these are touch screens, you can go into an area and look at structure, look at anything you want. Right here, this is stumps that are down on the bottom. So we can take a look at those stumps and expand them out, see what's around the stumps by just doing finger touches on the screen, just like our phones. So it's a great technology for down view and looking at this thing. It will stop it as well, so not only are you looking at history, you're looking at current movement. So you can stop it, take a look at it, analyze it, mark it, then go back and analyze what's there and where the fish sitting upon it. So as you can see here, look at all the detail on this. This is awesome. So let's go back. That was down view. Let's go. I want to take a look at another aspect of this in combos and show you what we use when Garrett and I are on the water and we're out there trolling, spider rigging on the water, so that we can see a total picture of what's down there in front of us and below us. When you see this right here, it'll have mapping up on the left hand side, and you can see the map I have up over here will give you the detail. This is Kentucky Lake on Sandy Creek. You can see the details that their mapping has on these units. It's absolutely awesome. And some of the brand new maps for 2016 have an actual icon on there that looks like a camera that you can click on, and it'll actually give you some of the views where they capture down view and side view of some very important structure in some of these areas. It's awesome. When you look on this screen that we use as well, see here we've got a traditional, this is 2D view, the old traditional view, and then here is your side view, and look at all the details in the trees. And here was that down view. Well, this is side view. Let's look at side view. On side view, you're actually seeing the trees are laying on the bottom that you would not have seen otherwise, and it shows you the limbs of where all the branches are coming off those trees, and it's showing the fish in those trees. In this case, the bright spots that are in those trees are fish, and they're laying on those trees, so you can pinpoint down to where those fish are. And right here are some fish that are just below the boat in the side scan on this particular unit. The detail is incredible. The other thing that we have on here is the sonars and the mapping. We can go back and let's look at Panoptix, so I can give you a quick overview of Panoptix. Panoptix is 3D view of anything that's below or in front of you up to 40 degrees, guys, 40 degrees. So let's take a look at, start with live view down. This is fish moving. It's actually capturing the fish moving in the water column below the transducer for this unit. And you can see these fish are moving, and they're moving around, suspended underneath the transducer. So we can lower a jig down, we can lower down a bait, and actually get in the fish's face right in front of them so we know how deep they are. So you can see here, you can actually pinpoint it, stop it, take a look at it, measure the distance, how far it's down there, pinpoint it, and you can see right now those were at 19 feet. So we can go back and restart it,
Is there a way I can put my down view in the back?
And these little echoes you see here is where they've moved from. So you're actually seeing the trace of the fish. Another capability here is live view forward. This is scanning down and out from you, and it's live. So you're seeing the fish not just below you like the down view, you're seeing them down and out away from the boat as the boat's moving through the water or whether you're staying still. Another function on this is the historical portion of it. That'll give you the history that you passed, and you can go back to that history and take a look at what you crossed and where the fish are. These are brand new functions for 2016. Back to a couple more capabilities. Real view down with what we call scanning capability that gives you actual grids that you can move around and take a look at different angles. That allows you to see the fish at different angles. You can tell where the fish are sitting below you, in front of you, inside of you. Therefore, you can see how deep the fish are. The colors that these fish are in show how deep they are. So when I go back and take a look at it before I moved it, I can see how deep the fish were in the water column by looking at the color coding. And that'll tell me how deep the fish were. On here, you can see it on a grid. Those fish are sitting right at 28 feet. So you can actually see the fish down there, and you can see the topography on the bottom. The detail's incredible. This is extremely important for trolling, both for spider rigging forward and for pulling. What you can see here is what's going to be in front of the boat. I can look at it and see where the fish are sitting as we're moving through the water column and how many feet out they are away from my boat. So guys, we can actually see how deep the fish are, and we can do this all on the screens. They can't hide. All we have to do is find them what they want to bite on, because now we can go to the depth they're at and troll them at that depth. I hope this overview of this new technology with the new 7600 series from Garmin allows you to see the fish in the water column, allow us to analyze and capture all that information. Stay tuned to us in the future for more information on these things. You guys have a great day and catch a bunch of big slabs out there for us. I'm Dan Dannenmueller. Have a great day.